Milos Raonic is a Canadian professional tennis player. He reached a career-high World No. 4 singles ranking on May 11, 2015, as ranked by the Association of Tennis Professionals. His career highlights include a Grand Slam final at the 2016 Wimbledon Championships, 2 Grand Slam semi-finals at the 2014 Wimbledon Championships, and 2016 Australian Open, and 3 ATP World Tour Masters 1000 finals at the 2013 Canadian Open, 2014 Paris Masters, and 2016 Indian Wells Masters. Raonic first gained international acclaim by reaching the 4th round of the 2011 Australian Open as a qualifier, being referred to as the real deal, a new star, part of a new generation, and a future superstar. Coupled with his first ATP World Tour title 3 weeks later, his world ranking rose from No. 152 to number 37 in 1 month. He was awarded the 2011 ATP Newcomer of the Year, and has been ranked continuously inside the top 20 since August 2012. Raonic is the first player born in the 1990s to win an ATP World Tour title, to be ranked in the top 10, and to qualify for the ATP World Tour Finals. He has 8 ATP World Tour titles. Raonic is the most successful Canadian singles player in history. He became the highest-ranked Canadian male ever on February 21, 2011 when he reached World No. 37. His career-high World No. 4 ranking is the highest by a Canadian man or woman. He is the first Canadian male in the Open era to reach the Australian Open semi-finals, the French Open quarter-finals, and the Wimbledon final. He has more ATP World Tour titles and finals appearances in the Open era than all other Canadian men combined. Raonic is frequently described as having one of the best serves among his contemporaries. Statistically, Raonic is among the strongest servers in the Open era, winning 91% of service games to rank 3rd all-time. Aided by his serve, he plays an all-court style with an emphasis on short points. Every one of his singles titles has been won on hard courts. Early in personal life, Raonic was born on December 27, 1990, in Titrograd, SFR Yugoslavia, and is of Serb heritage. Prompted by the political unrest in the Balkans, and seeking more professional opportunities, his family moved to Canada in 1994 when he was 3, settling in Brampton, Ontario. His parents are both engineers. His father, Dusan, holds a Ph.D. in electrical engineering, while his mother, Vesna, has degrees in mechanical and computer engineering, including a master's. He has 2 siblings, both significantly older. His sister, Yelena, has a master's degree in international trade and finance and is 11 years older, while his brother, Mama, has a degree in information technology and business and is 9 years older. Raonic's uncle, Branimir Djordanovic, is a politician in the government of Montenegro, where he has served as deputy prime minister. Raonic is fluent in Serbian and English. His first brief introduction to tennis came at age 6 or 7 with a week-long tennis camp at the Bramley Tennis Club in Brampton, followed by weekly hour-long group sessions led by tennis coach Steve Gibson, who recognized his potential. He moved to nearby Thornhill, Ontario soon after, and 1 or 2 years passed before he asked his parents if he could play again. His father sought out coach Casey Curtis at the Blackmore Tennis Club in Richmond Hill, Ontario. Curtis was at first reluctant to take on Raonic, but was convinced after Raonic demonstrated his commitment by working with his father in a ball machine daily for 2 months. Years later, Raonic said he chose tennis because of its individuality and felt could train more alone and on a ball machine with Dad. Raonic and Curtis worked together twice a day, almost every day, for the next 9 years, provided that he complete his courses. Raonic was allowed to reduce his hours of attendance at Thornhill Elementary School so that he could practice more, which he did both before and after school. His parents and siblings supported his tennis, taking turns driving him to practice and tournaments, but did not push him to it or interfere with coaching. Rather, they emphasized school throughout, insisting that he maintain academic excellence as a prerequisite to playing tennis. He attended Thornhill Secondary School and accelerated his course load, achieving an 82% average, so that he could graduate a year early. Late in 2007, at the age of 16, Raonic moved to Montreal as one of the first group of players at Tennis Canada's new National Tennis Centre, thus marking the end of his formal relationship with Curtis. Raonic's 4 favorite sports teams are FC Barcelona, the Toronto Blue Jays, the Toronto Maple Leafs, and the Toronto Raptors. He played in the 2016 NBA All-Star Celebrity Game held in Toronto. He worked for Rogers Sportsnet as an analyst while recovering from injury for the broadcast of the 2011 Canadian Open. In November 2011, Raonic won an exhibition match against his childhood idol, Pete Sampras, which was dubbed the Face-Off. In 2012, he took up residence in Monte Carlo, Monaco in a 50 meters 2 apartment, located minutes away from the Monte Carlo Country Club, his home tennis club and the site of the Monte Carlo Masters tournament, and Stade Louis II, which he uses for off-court training. Raonic has been dating Canadian model Danielle Knudsen since 2014. Philanthropy. In 2011, while recovering from a hip injury sustained at Wimbledon, Raonic decided to become involved with philanthropic work, focusing on helping disadvantaged children. The following year, in 2012, Raonic launched the Milos Raonic Foundation, which aims to support children from disadvantaged backgrounds in order to remove economic, physical and other barriers that might prevent them from becoming healthy, productive members of society. In the initial stages of its work, the foundation will focus, in particular, on children with physical disabilities. As of 2016, the foundation had awarded $120,000 in grants to the Holland Bloorview Kids Rehabilitation Hospital, and $30,000 to the Canadian Paralympic Committee. Raonic and his parents are the 3 directors of the foundation, which has partnered with ATP Aces for charity. Several celebrity fundraising events have been held in conjunction with the foundation. On November 15, 2012, the inaugural Raonic Race for Kids was held, with multiple teams competing in quick physical and intellectual challenges. Teams were led by celebrities, including Canadian Football Hall of Fame quarterback Damon Allen and tennis players Eugenie Bouchard and Daniel Nestor. The next night, a second face-off event featured exhibition matches between Raonic and Andy Roddick, between Serena Williams and Agnieszka Radwanska. In November 2013, the second Raonic Race for Kids featured Davis Cup captain Martin Lorando, musician Jim Cuddy, and broadcaster George Stroumboulopoulos. The third Raonic Race for Kids in November 2014 featured Tennis Canada CEO Kelly Mourames, soccer player Dwayne De Rosario, and figure skating champions Patrick Chan, Tessa Virtue, and Scott Moir.